Good news, everybody. FIFA have solved racism.
Yeah.
Come on, FIFA. Well done. No, they haven't. FIFA Against Racism is apparently now defunct. They've completed. FIFA have disbanded its anti-racism task force. Why? Because they've declared the work complete, despite ongoing concerns about discriminatory behaviour at matches in the 2018 World Cup host, Russia. Yes, Russia. Home, land of tolerance and freedom. FIFA wrote to members of the task force to say that it has completely fulfilled its temporary mission and is hereby dissolved and no longer in operation. Interesting, just some background on this in case you don't know. It was established in 2013 by Sepp Blatter, headed by Jeffrey Webb, Vice President of World Soccer's governing body, until he was arrested in 2015.
Maybe that's why it's been knocked on the head, because everyone who worked there has been arrested.
Well, hang on. As part of an American investigation into soccer corruption, we know all this. He pleaded guilty to racketeering charges. He was replaced exactly a year ago as task force chairman by Congolese Federation President Constant Amari, who also sits on FIFA's ruling council. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
they're taking over.
Right,
all good. We never had a single meeting under his chairmanship. I wrote him more than once asking for when a meeting would be held, but I never received a reply for him. This is Obayuwana. I said I was going to look at it first, and I've still cocked it up. He's a journalist, broadcaster, and qualified lawyer who received a letter from FIFA on Friday evening announcing the end of the task force and shared its contents. The FIFA Task Force Against Racism and Discrimination was set up with your help on a temporary basis, to develop recommendations for FIFA, wrote Gerd Dembowski, FIFA's diversity and anti-discrimination manager. We are therefore delighted to inform you that all the task force recommendations have been implemented and all resulting projects are ongoing. Well done, FIFA. You've done it again.
I think we're looking at this all wrong.
Are we?
I think we are. I think they set they set it up to look at it for a short period of time, and they've achieved that for a short period of time. Yeah. They should have set out to stop it forever.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, look, they're right, because they set it up on a temporary basis.
It's like saying, sending the Enterprise on its first 5-year mission. It's completed 5 years. It's done its 5-year mission.
Sounds like a scheduling issue to me. Yeah. We just couldn't get any meetings, so let's just knock it on the head.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely right. Well done, FIFA. They've said, we'll set a time limit on this. The time that has expired. We were equating this before, weren't we? They said, what have they done? They've clearly gone, there's certain things we need to do. And it's like when you ask, how are you getting on with that? Like, anyone's ever been on the dole? I don't want to set up, there'll be some Scouse jokes in here, doubtless.
I've never been on the dole.
They ask you, like, what have you been doing? What have you been doing to look for work? And basically...
I've been making videos in my back room.
Exactly. But they go like, and basically it's filling a book, and basically 90% of people fill in that book in the morning as they're walking down, and as long as they can see that you filled in a piece of paper to say, I've done this and that, that's there. And it looks to me, Jay, like they've gone, have you emailed that country about being less racist?
Yeah.
I have actually. I've emailed the Russian Football Federation.
Did they reply? It doesn't matter, I've emailed the country.
I got their out of office email reply, but at least I know they got it.
But on it said she was back in 3 weeks' time, so by now she must have
seen it. And also
it
was RussianFA@AOL.com. That was...
It was Excite Mail. Yeah. Maybe they got it, maybe they didn't. The most important things I tried.
I wonder if, like, new regime at FIFA, all that, someone's probably started, like, the first couple of days and they've gone, you just send it, I've sent an email, it's in your, I've sent it to you, can you just send it on to everyone else? And they've just gone,
there's been a lot of forwards.
I've got to send this. And whoever sent that across to someone, they know there's a shitstorm coming, surely.
Yeah. I'd be signing in on the computer next to me, to be perfectly honest. If I'm sending that email, I'm not sending it from my email.
You know, you have the badges on the shirts and stuff with, like, let's kick racism. Will they just have now, it's sorted?
Done. Racism, done.
With a cross, just through racism and someone...
Nailed it!
Yeah.
Black fella and a white fella stand next to you, sorted.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, amazing. There'll be some sort of well shot video of lots of people of all different origins, all smiling with a football.
Like the one before the Champions League games, you see all the different players, and it just be like Gareth Bale, like, sorted it.
Yeah. Racism. Sorted.
Over. We're moving on to world hunger.
Yeah, speaking of racism, if we did that in a different accent...
In a Welsh accent?
Welsh?
It was
Welsh. No, it was Welsh.
Right.
If I did that in West Indian, would that be...
Yeah.
Would that be... I don't know. It's not offensive when it's
maybe
Welsh,
FIFA, maybe like FIFA have gone, right, we'll sort that, let's go and sort Syria out.
Yeah,
All right,
go ahead.
No, I
Some
think
sort of theory
FIFA
around-
have made a play. They'll be phoning up America and go, do you want us to come in here and sort it out here, lads? We've sorted it in football.
Yeah, listen, it can all be done. Nothing can't be fixed with a little bit of bureaucracy.
We didn't even need a wall, you knobheads.
Yeah, just should be. We've sent some emails. Trust us. We're trusting people to take this upon themselves and sort of. It's fucking bollocks, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
I wonder when we were going to get
But ultimately, all
We
joking
got a fella
aside,
from Africa. He knows the score. He knows.
we've got black friends. Look, and we're talking to them about stuff. Fucking, it's an absolute massive pile of bollocks because. And I'm not saying they won't have other things going on, and this is not. There might be some good things in the pipeline that are being worked on. There might be. Probably not, because
Like gas pipeline coming out of Russia.
There's probably massive empty brown
But
paper
sort
bags
them out
somewhere,
and
like-
then send the email out. Because we've done that mandate, and now we understand racism. It's not something you can just do like
fucking
that.
horseshit, because the World Cup is coming up. Russia has got so many very well documented issues
And increasing issues.
and increasing issues in discrimination, racism, sexism, bloody LGBT communities being
name it.
cast out.
Those,
It's an absolute joke on FIFA, who have got an opportunity on the back of so much corruption and scandal to actually get something right, something that they should be sorting anyway, but something that would, let's look at it from a purely cynical sense, would be a really good PR goal for FIFA to sort out.
Is that what they've done it now, do you think?
bollocksed
Just
it
so
up
that
again, like.
further down the road they can sweep it under the carpet when Russia are doing whatever they might
Those,
do.
We did everything we could. We documented it. We put it to an end, and now they've gone out and done.
those Swiss bank accounts don't fill themselves, you know.
But they looked at Russia over a 2-year period, 14, 15, 15, 16. There was 83 cases of racist abuse and stuff in the grounds in Russia in 14, 15. It went up last season to like 93 or 94. So whatever they've done hasn't worked anyway. So have they just
These
gone...
emails aren't working.
It's just ridiculous. It's such a big thing, and it's not just football. It's the whole pissing world.
Yeah.
And this could have gone some way to doing something good, and they've fucking pissed the idea away. It's just
To be
ridiculous.
fair, we are focusing very heavily on Russia here, where it just feels like the whole world's become very racist in the last couple of years.
Well, yeah.
So they failed. They haven't just failed Russia. They failed the
Look,
world.
I'm not expecting FIFA to solve racism. No,
That's the point, isn't
But
it?
this is the thing. But it should be. It's an ongoing battle. It's not something that will ever be 100%. It'd be nice to say that it would be lovely if it was eradicated, because let's be aspirational as human beings, for God's sake. But realistically, without putting obvious and clear and well backed up sanctions in place for overt, basically law breaking when it comes to racism and beyond that, what's going to happen? Why? It's shithousery at the highest level, because all it's basically saying is FIFA doesn't give a fuck if you're racist in a football match, because we're not even prepared to put our money wherever their money.
Well, there's nothing in place now.
And
Essentially,
that's
what
the
they're
weird
saying.
thing, because now no one's accountable, surely. So
That's it.
You'd think most companies, most major companies, have some kind of they have departments in place to back themselves up. So if someone comes to them and goes, "You haven't got a thing for this," well, we've got that fella over there sitting in that room, and he does it.
We've got our
And they go,
compliance officer.
yeah,
over
we've got
there,
him
like,
there. What about gay? Yeah, it's the same fella. It's Jeff. Jeff. Yeah. What about I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, Jeff's sorting that out. They cover themselves at least. Now,
But
the
this is
FIFA
the
not
thing.
even doing that.
Well, this is it. This is not a job you leave it to the interns. You know what I mean? This is something that they should have. This should be at the forefront.
You're hearing this? People in Ball Street scrambling now.
Louis
Louis been doing all that.
Head watch is the job for the interns. But yeah, this is something that should be front and centre of the organisation, because it's beyond the joke. We like to make to cover things in a light-hearted way, but don't let it detract from the issue of the fact that this is a massive hole in what the football's world governing body is doing, and it's a joke. And if it means that, because look, you say we are focusing on Russia, but it's as important. I think this is going to be the showpiece of football is happening in 2 years' time, and what's going to happen is that there will be over again, because it's you had the under 21s go, and you've had players getting things thrown at them and players being forced to leave the pitch because of the abuse.
We're getting all that shit players from Russia now because they all want to flee Russia because of all the racism.
Yeah.
Forcing them into the Premier League. What I like though is that FIFA did say with this new regime they're going to become more transparent, and they have done that. They've gone, we're being transparent. We don't give a fuck. Basically, beforehand we pretended.
That's
now
like
we're saying we don't.
We're
going to
make our squash more transparent by making it water. You know what I mean? Like, there's just nothing going on. Basically, that's why it's transparent.
It's a massive missed opportunity for what sport is about as well. The social benefits that come from sport. You've seen it in the Olympics, the Paralympics, to a huge extent, like London 2012. And football's the biggest game on the planet. And so
it's like Christmas Day football, in the war.
Yeah.
That's what football can do. It's got that power to it.
But working in a team, accepting other people because you've got to work in a team to get to a different kind of goal. These are all social benefits that come from sport in total. So if you haven't got something for football, it's completely outrageous.
We need those fancy bears to sort it out.
No,
Yeah.
The one thing for me is.
Do you know what the fancy bears are?
Is this another 70s
Oh,
thing?
you've just got no.
I know the gummy bears.
You haven't got you just haven't got the finger on the pulse, have you?
No.
Okay. I'll say no more.
The one thing for me though is look, I'm actually.
Let's move on from the fancy bears.
It's actually ridiculous that
intrigued,
FIFA
no.
aren't doing anything, right? But would I want FIFA running it? No, probably not in a best case scenario.
It should be
so
independent.
somebody needs to stand up and take control of this situation. It's probably not you, Peds.
Okay.
Yeah.
But someone like you, just not you.
Just not me.
A go-getter.
Are you calling me racist?
Not at all.
You just called me racist.
No, I didn't.
You should
You're
not-
too
it's what
outspoken
he's
for the
not
job.
saying. That's what you wanna be worried
Who's our intern who deals with this?
I've got the HR guy sat in the back. It's Jeff. Come on, lad.
He's on low from
I'll
FIFA.
email
It's Louis sitting here. Ring Louis. I'm your daddy.
But yeah, no, listen, you're right.
Nearly had a serious conversation there, didn't we?
No, but this is the
Really
thing, is the FIFA needs to get their act together, and whether there's an opportunity for an existing group to basically put some pressure on it or step up. I don't know what the next step is for that, because if FIFA have got no interest in this, I don't know that they're going to be
But
interested
FIFA
in
can
having a
open doors for
conversation.
someone like Kick It Out to work closely with the FAs or UEFA or something like that, because FIFA's just fucking some rich people handing money off to people. There's not enough people to deal with this anyway.
Organisation. What are you talking about?
There are not enough people working for FIFA to deal with racism in football.
Do you know what the real sad thing about
that's what it
this
comes
is?
down to.
What the real sad thing, it seems to have come out through an email to a journalist. It's not like they put out a worldwide bulletin, is they going, lads, we've solved it.
because they know, though.
They just went like that, and I feel sorry for Jeff now.
Yeah, it's all Jeff. Poor Jeff. Spare a thought for Jeff in the comments below. But no, look, it is a very, very serious issue. I'd be interested to know if you've got a serious opinion on it, what sort of steps should be taken? Is there something that you think FIFA could do, or is there a way of just taking FIFA out of the equation to some extent and trying to find an alternative? Yeah, well, it does need just basically needs burning to the ground and having something else new and fresh in its place, doesn't it? But that's not for us to do here and now. Maybe next week. Stay tuned, subscribe to find out if we do that, and come back here for more Social Club next week. Lads, thank you very much. Pleasure.
It has been, actually.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I think the people editing are made up.
See what happens. See what happens when you get off your phone and engage.